can we get more people to say yes? How can we follow up smoothly? How can we follow up without bothering people? How can we effectively get customers and generate leads and convert them consistently and accurately and duplicate it to grow our business? Now, this is huge. Okay, I have a special announcement and offer for you at the very end of this video, so make sure you stay tuned. I am doing a follow-up workshop that's starting the day that I'm posting this video, and I'll drop the link, and the next day where we do it live together. Recommend you sign up. It's accessible to everybody. Now, this is what we need to do. I'm gonna go and break down 4 points for you today on how to really tighten up your follow-up, and it's general enough for it to work for any industry, but also based on your nuance, your CRM, and how you like to do it. Right? At the workshop, we're gonna dive a lot deeper and specific, but this video is gonna help you tighten up the loose ends so you stop bleeding money every single day, every week, every month, every year, okay? Let's jump in. Number one, on this follow-up, you need a clear definition of what a lead is to you. When I talk to salespeople, realtors, and everybody in the sales world, oftentimes I get an unclear answer when it comes to this. You need a clear definition. For me and my team and my students, it's somebody who's going to transact in buying, selling, or investing in real estate, in our example, in 30 days or less. Meaning from the initial conversation on the phone or in person, email, text, social media, doesn't matter. They've expressed, hey, within 30 days, we're going to do something. We're going to put the home on the market in about a month. We're going to, I think in the next month or so, we're going to sit down and really do everything we need to do to buy a house and start the process. Okay. Boom, that's a lead. Anything greater than that is a database, a touch. They're not a lead. You need a clear definition there because many of you are calling, you're nervous, you're hesitant because you're calling or contacting people that are not an actual lead. So I recommend 30 days or less, especially if you're in real estate, because anything more than that, it just becomes too much, right? Now, what you want to do is seamlessly be able to tie in your follow-up system with your touch and database and CRM system, because although your follow-up is a part of the CRM, it's also its own separate beast and entity. However, they have to flow together seamlessly. So if I talk to somebody and they're 60 days out and they're in my database, and now I find out through a phone call that they're 2 weeks away, they're now going to be moved into the follow-up folder, right? Then from there, I'm going to act accordingly and have my tasks laid out. But you have to have a clear definition of what a lead is. If you don't have that, and I'm going to recommend 30 days or less, anything more than that, it becomes just a disaster. Then within the follow-up system, I have the appointment folder, the hot lead folder, and the warm lead folder. Warm leads are 7 to 30 days, or more than 7, right? So 8 to 30 days. Hot leads are 7 days or less. Appointment is somebody who's agreed to meet with me. Right? And then I'm going to have a touch system based on, right? Everything is clearly outlined. So all you got to do is take the thinking out of it and then operate. I show up to follow up. These are the numbers. This is who I need to call. Done. You take the thinking out of it and you have a clear definition of what a lead is. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay. Number 2, flexibility with time. The first question and the most important question I ask somebody is this, and all of you need to add this to your scripting, to your dialogues. Mr. Prospect, if I had to call you anytime throughout the day where I needed you to pick up 100%, when would that be? When would you be available to pick up the phone like pretty much 100%? Would it be early in the morning before work, around lunchtime, or in the evening after work? And you're going to zip it. They're going to tell you, oh, Bryan, in the morning before work, for sure. I'd be able to pick up. Bingo. Now what am I going to do? I'm going to create 3 small time blocks for follow-up. And depending on the lead and what they tell me, because I want to, again, increase the likelihood of them answering if I need a live conversation. And by the way, we have backup plans in case they don't answer live on some things that you can do. But I'm going to have a 20-minute window in the morning, maybe like 7:20 to 7:40. I'm going to have that 20-30-minute window from like 12 to 12:30 or 12:30 to 1. And then I'll have that evening slot, 5 to 5:30, 5:30 to 6, whatever you designate. Those specifics of the time, it doesn't matter. But you want the early morning quadrant, the lunch one, and then the evening one. Because now what I'm doing is I'm narrowing down specifics. I'm catering it more towards the customer, and ultimately I'm increasing the percentage of them actually interacting with me because it's catered to them. Notice how that was a setup question to cater it to them. Simple stuff, guys. Super simple stuff. Now, when you do this and you have that flexibility, you're going to get them. Now, let's say they don't answer. You have plenty of options. One, if I'm looking to get an appointment with them and I'm following up, shoot them a quick video. Hey, Jim, it's Bryan. Look, I know I couldn't catch you. I'm going to drop 3 or 4 times below. Let me know which one works best for us to pencil something in for next week, okay? Let me know. Another one. Hey, Jim, Bryan here. Look, I dropped the calendar link. I know I couldn't get you live. It has a few slots open later this week and next week for us to meet. When you get a chance today, click that link and let me know which one works best. You'll get an email notification and confirmation once you do it, okay? Talk soon. I'm making it easy for them. Now, there's other options too, but those are just a few. Because the next step is, and I just alluded to it with that example, multiple channels, multiple communication channels. What are the channels? What do people think of? One, I'm going to call somebody and talk to them live. You can send them a video. You can send them a voice note or text message. You can shoot them an email with a link. You can pop by maybe their work or their home, right? If you're in real estate, right? I've literally gotten listings signed going to lawyers and doctors' offices because they said they were too busy. I said, no problem. I'll meet you at your lunch. When are you available? When do you normally do lunch? I'll pop in one day next week. So I want to make it easy for them, but I have multiple communication channels. So I'm not just hitting them with a phone call. I can text, I can do video, I can do email, I can pop by in person, I can do a handwritten note. These are all different channels that you have to utilize for follow-up. Because a lot of times follow-up is a combination of right place, right time, and getting a hold of them and being consistent with your system, but also being top of mind. And all these touches, whether they're successful, like you talk to them or not, you're touching them and they're going to see your name. Right? That's what you want. I want to be top of mind with people. All right? And last, multiple closing options. I just gave you some earlier with the whole video thing and the calendar link. You guys got to get creative, man. But the key with this is you got to lead. When I listen to salespeople, and I'm going to do this in the workshop because I'm going to give live feedback and we're going to do it together. It blows my mind how passive people are with setting appointments. Make it easy for them. The key, and write this down, is remove barriers. Oh, I don't have my calendar on me. Great. I'll grab mine. You grab yours. I'll hold for a minute. Make it easy. Great. Well, I don't know, man. I'm busy. I don't know when I'm going to be available. Okay, cool. Typically on a week, when are you normally available? Like on a typical week, when are you normally available for, 20 minutes where you're doing nothing? You and the wife together. Like when you guys typically, is it like Friday, Saturday, what day? If you can think real quick, Wednesdays. Okay, cool. Then let's pencil in Wednesday. You talk with her and confirm, but we'll have something on the calendar. Fair? That's it. Remove the barriers and make it easy, guys. When you become better at leading and controlling the situation, setting appointments is easy. I'm telling you. I've had to yank the phone out of salespeople's hands to set the appointment. But when you have multiple closing options and answers and rebuttals, it becomes easy. But make it easy for them. Have that one-click link that you text to them and they can schedule a time. That'll send them the calendar link, right? Set all that stuff up. Do it live with them. I'll do Zoom listing presentations with clients, and I'll literally share my screen and walk them through and say, okay, open your email. This is how you're going to sign it. I'm not going to get off and then, we'll sign it later. No, do it live. Ask them to sign on the spot. Great. Open up your email. I'm going to walk you through it right now to confirm that you got it. And so you know exactly what to do and we can have everything executed. Okay. I'm going to share my screen. You let me know if you can see it. And there you go. And then they're going to open their email. They're going to click, okay, click here. And you walk them through it. And then they're going to sign and it's done. Same thing with setting up an appointment. Hey, I sent you a quick video to show you in case you've never gotten a link like this. This is how you schedule a call with me. And have the video walk them through you just clicking and setting the appointment. It's that simple. Make it easy for people. When follow-up and all this and contract signing in your business is made easy for people and convenient, which all of you can learn, then suddenly setting appointments and getting contracts signed becomes an automatic thing. It's not out of the ordinary for me to get a new student and within 30, 60, 90 days, they are just exploding. And I'm starting to share the interviews here on YouTube. This business is not complicated. Follow-up is not complicated. So check out the follow-up workshop. Anything else I can do for you guys, let me know. I have free resources in the description. Make sure you look through them. Schedule a call if you want to talk about joining my real estate team. Schedule a call if you need coaching, and I know many of you do, especially with stuff like this, because it's going to make you the most money. But anything else, let me know. Drop a thumbs up for the algorithm. Drop a comment as well. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you haven't, I don't know why you wouldn't. We'll see you on the next video. All right? Peace.